Unmasking the Ember, the Trial of Twilight. The Rat Palace trembled with silence, not the kind of silence that brings peace, but the heavy stillness that presses on your chest, daring you to breathe. All lights dim, even the time chamber quieted, its divine chakra toddy rivers running slow and dark like a storm was waiting to be born. Anonimiz Cherry stood at the gateway of Trial Chamber 8, an archway carved with seared markings that pulsed with orange and violet ember. The ground beneath his feet crackled with old, unresolved rage, and even the walls whispered memories that weren't his. He'd entered the domain of Twilight Zone rap. The chamber opened not with a roar, but with a flicker, an illusion, a memory, a moment. Anonimiz found himself standing in a replica of his childhood bedroom. The walls were clean, the bed untouched, but outside the window, fire danced in the sky, and laughter that didn't belong to anyone echoed into the walls. He blinked, and suddenly he wasn't alone. A younger version of himself appeared, wide-eyed, uncertain, and unaware of what was coming. Then came the shadows, all the versions of him that failed. The one who gave up after the car crash, the one who blamed the world, the one who never joined the rap tribe. Each failure stepped forward, wearing the same ember-eyed mask, glowing with the signature curse of Twilight Zone rap.
This is not a fight, it's a revealing.
Snap. Reality split like glass. The real Twilight Zone rap emerged from the cracks, his presence distorting the air. He moved like broken film, jittery, skipping frames, never quite whole. His chi was ember black with a twist of cosmic static, and his voice didn't come from his mouth. It seeped through time.
I don't want to defeat you, Anonimiz. I want to divide you, fragment by fragment, regret by regret, until you forget who you are.
Anonimiz clenched his fists. His snake chi hissed in protest, sensing something wrong in the energy around them. This wasn't a typical battle. It was a war of identity, a trial of twilight. The air around him thickened, and suddenly he was pulled into a sequence of rapid illusions. Every one of his near-death experiences twisted into lies. His Air Force deployment wasn't heroic. The car wreck, he caused it. The bonds with the rap family, all fabricated, said the spectator. Rap's jingles became warped into jeers. Even Goku Rap's teachings sounded like mockery.
Stop!
You thought you were forged, but what if you were only fractured?
Anonimiz dropped to one knee, clutching his head, and then a glow. From his chest, the divine source flickered, a heartbeat, a rhythm. His breath slowed. Snake chi shimmered green-blue around his purple aura, but deeper now, rooted. His grounding cloth uniform pulsed with memory. Real memory, not illusion.
I'm not your reflection, I am my revelation.
He stood, steady, rooted, no longer chasing clarity. He was clarity. Twilight Zone rap hissed, his frame glitching violently.
Then face your truth.
Boom, they collided. A clash of distortion versus clarity. Ember blasts met chakra strikes. Twilight's illusions tore through the chamber. Rooms turning into city blocks. Family dinners warping into war zones. But Anonimiz refused to fight like before. He didn't strike out. He embraced. Every illusion was met with presence. Every lie confronted with memory. His past wasn't perfect, but it was his. With a final inhale, Anonimiz called on the trial rhythm, a hidden technique only activated by facing identity-based trials within the chamber alignment arc. His aura became a frequency, vibrating in sync with the divine source.
Baby, even the shadows can't rewrite what God already called good. You were never the enemy, but you chose to stay broken. I didn't. The chamber shattered. Twilight Zone raps screamed, not in pain but in disbelief. The illusion had failed. The ember mask cracked, and for a flicker of a moment a tear fell down Twilight Zone rap's face. Behind all the distortion was someone once loved, once part of the tribe. Anonimiz stepped forward, not with judgment, but with acknowledgement.
The trial ended. The lights returned.
Yo, yo, yo. Trial 8 complete. Anonimiz stood still in the distortion and didn't forget the lyrics of his soul. Twilight tried to rewrite the record, but Cherry dropped the truth track. Tune in, tribe, because the final key just got unlocked.
The chamber released him, and Anonimiz fell into silence. But this silence felt different. He had unmasked not just Twilight, but himself. Shh. You hear that? That's not the wind, baby. That's a rumor with venom on it. Welcome to the market of murmurs, where information walks, but disinformation runs. Anonimiz Cherry enters, cloaked in his snake chi form, his greenish-blue outline pulsing gently beneath his purple aura shell, wrapped in his grounding cloth robe. His eyes flick, reading chi in the air like infrared signals. He isn't alone. Anonymiz's shadow flickers, and from it emerges his ELI Venom variant, slithering alongside him. It doesn't speak. It studies every word spoken in the marketplace, every smirk or slight movement. The ELI form feels it, cataloging intent behind posture. Meanwhile, ultra initiative form UIF. Anonimiz walks in parallel, a perfect astral overlay, perceiving ahead of every encounter, running simulations on who may betray, who may listen, and who's already been compromised. A secret auction is underway. The items, scrolls encoded with divine chi revelations, hidden techniques, family trees of forbidden forms, and rumors crafted by the evil rap family to corrupt the rap tribe from within.
They're selling illusions, bro. But the one who owns the silence, he controls the deal. Time to own the hush.
Anonimiz nod. Snake chi form expands, sending waves of venomous calm through the crowd, silencing all deceptive vibrations. The murmurs freeze mid-sentence. conversations implode into truth. Incoming threat. Shadow broker of the evil rap family. Wearing a mirrored mask and wielding crisis chi, the broker attempts to infect the marketplace with a gossip storm, warping perceptions of the rap family.
You whisper to weaken, but I listen to weave. Snake chi thread, truth lash.
Your deceit was never clever. It was just loud.
Anonimiz hacks the auction using meditation grove chai threads, replacing all false items with true scrolls wrapped in divine source encryption. Those who grab them see visions of their true path, causing spontaneous inner alignment or emotional breakdowns, depending on their purity.
This ain't your average market flick. This the remix of rumors. Shout out to Snake Chai for the silence, Eli Venom for the receipts, and UIF for the chessboard moves, baby.
In a world of loud lies, the one who listens is king.
Echo rap, the voice that never dies. The lights dim, the divine chakra, toddy rivers begin to reverse direction. The chamber temperature drops.
Something's off. Wait, what's that feedback I hear?
A deep, distorted hum creeps into the chamber, an ancient frequency. Warriors instinctively grab their heads as echoes of their own voices scream back at them.
That's me, but twisted. It's like my own soul is being weaponized against me.
A crack forms in the far wall of the time chamber, a space never before broken. From it emerges a tall figure wrapped in glitching sound waves, his body shifting with every step like static on an old radio.
Yo, that's Echo Rap. The voice that never dies. He records every fear, every lie, every weak moment, and plays it back until you crack.
I was born in the moments you regretted. I fed on the words you never said. I grew in the silence you never healed. I am your echo, and I've come to drown your future in your past.
Secrets etched into the city's architecture.
Laughs from the rooftops.
The city breathes heavy, buildings humming low like ancient vinyl, each brick carrying a forgotten beat. Anonimiz Cherry stands alone at the corner of Rue Reverb and Pulse Avenue.
Ha! You ever hear a city whisper your name? No, you ain't crazy. This city just talks slick through stone and steel. Walls don't just hold up buildings in Rhythm City, they hold receipts.
Graffiti like hieroglyphs, layered, coded, shimmering slightly under the streetlight. Anonimiz presses his palm to the wall. The chi inside him pulses. The wall responds. Words begin to shift like a puzzle unlocking itself.
This ain't just history, this is prophecy.
Boy, you finally listening. These ain't just walls, they're speakers of souls long gone and souls hiding in plain sight.
Ha!
Welcome to the walls of whispering, where the city's trauma got rhythm and receipts.
The wall next to him peels back like a page, revealing a mural that shifts, twisting images of rap family battles, betrayals, and secret handshakes from the past. A scene plays, Papa Legba Rap holding back a corrupted civil leader from marking the city with a dark emblem.
That one. That right there. That was the day the city almost fell to silence. Papa Legba spit a verse that locked the evil sigil inside these bricks forever.
A faint vibration travels up Anonimiz's arm. A lock appears on the wall. An old iron cipher dial engraved with ancient rhythm glyphs.
So the city's truths are encoded in flow.
Exactly, you don't spit the key, you become it. Each wall only opens for the verse that matches the wound it holds.
Suddenly the sky rumbles. A pulse spreads through the streets like a heartbeat.
Not all whispers are waiting to be heard, some should have stayed buried.
He vanishes. Echo rap freezes. Laughter trailing off like a glitch.
Aye, that wasn't no echo, that was a warning. You dig too deep and the walls start screaming. But it's too late now, huh? Ha! Go on then, Cherry Blossom. Unlock your truth.
Every beat you hear, every story we share is powered by support from those who care. No amount's too small. Every gift's a start. Fuel the rhythm. Be a part of the art. Like the vibe. Share the sound. Subscribe to keep the stories around. Comment your thoughts. Let your voice be known. Together we build. Together we've grown. A feast of legacy and lies, y'all. What glitters ain't always guidance.
They called this a celebration of the chamber trials, but the air smelled like a setup.
Zay the realtor. Whether it's palace or plot, I got what you forgot. Lock it in.
Do you sense that energy in the wine? It's tampered with.
Someone's weaving spell chi in the scent. This ain't hospitality, it's hypnotism.
Welcome, rap family, to the Feast of False Comfort. While you fed your bellies, I fed your doubts.
A toast to snakes in robes, hiding knives in their blessings.
You fools thought unity was enough. I fed your stories, I steered your growth, and now I dissolve it.
This banquet wasn't for celebration. It was for exposure.
The table splits as chi blasts fly. Anonimiz Cherry activates snake chai. His aura pulsating green and purple. The venom effect spreads across the room, slowing gaslight rap's limbs.
You were never meant to evolve, only to obey.
Get your stance right. Chit tight, eyes bright, midnight fight.
I thought he'd watch my 6. He watched it crumble.
You can't digest truth without choking first.
And now a message from the Resistance real estate branch.
Still renting trust in broken systems? Buy back your future with certified ancestral equity. Zay seals the deal.
This feast ends now.
Truth over tradition. Frequency over flattery. Loyalty over legacy.
The feast of betrayal fed more than lies. It revealed hunger for truth. Stay tuned, soul soldiers.
Feast your fate, don't swallow snakes. Rap tribe rise for honors.